Billy ran up on Marco, just pulled out the gun and just really smoked him. He just pounded him like 7 or 8 times. Pow. So let's go back to the beginning of things, how Marco got himself into this grim situation. Marco was a cool young guy. He had a good group of friends. Marco grew up all his life in Long Island, and he used to go up to the Catskills and chill with his friends. This is how it all started. Marco finally made it down from the Catskills. Yeah, he drove all the way from the Catskills to the big, bright city of New York City. This is a real city, and he was happy to be. Yeah, Marco finally hit the big city of New York. Now, he had been here on 2 or 3 occasions, but he wasn't really familiar with the city. So when Marco first got to New York, he got his hotel room and he sat and he thought about the situation he was in. So Marco threw his AirPods in and he kicked around the room for a while trying to relax. So Marco jumped in the elevator. He was still trying to keep his cool, but he still had a lot on his mind. But Marco wasn't no chump, but he was ready for anything. Anyway, Marco finally got there. And he was really anticipating this situation to chill with GINA. GINA was super dope. She was very vivacious, super beautiful, and she had a funny sense of humor. And Marco really liked her. And she was a glamour girl, but she was down to earth. And Marco stayed on fleek. You know what I mean? He kept his gears together and he cleaned up really nice. Yeah, he used to make GINA smile and just profile and floss the clothes that he brought, because Marco was a cool ass dude, you feel me? Marco was glad that he came down to New York and he met up with GINA, because they really liked one another, and GINA was super crazy about him as well. Now, like I said, Marco used to bug out and just make GINA laugh something crazy. And look, they really look good together. Now, GINA was a beautiful girl, and yo, she was on fleek too. Her closet, she cleaned up really nice. And yo, you know what was super dope about GINA? That look, she had a really great body. You know why? Because GINA was a dancer. She been dancing for years before she met Marco, and that's why they really looked super dope together. They was just chilling all of the time. Speaking of GINA, later that night, she was getting ready to go on a date with Marco, so she was getting her clothes on fleek, cause she know that boy stayed jiggy. Speaking on Marco, Marco arrived at the restaurant way before GINA, but they drove there in separate cars, so it was alright. He was just kicking around waiting for her, just killing time, waiting to see his baby, you feel me? Marco had a few items delivered to Gina's house, she was mad excited by the new boots and the other outfits that he sent to her. You know, she wanted to be on fleek so she could show Marco her new outfits and just model them for him. Now y'all know Marco, he did it right back to her. You know, he stayed on this fly boy shit. You know, Marco was like, Ma, yeah, you learning, trying to be like your boy.